and I was teaching you some chord shortcuts and lick shortcuts. So what we're going to do is I'll let a few people get in the chat. Make sure you like the video if you're enjoying this kind of teaching. And you see that I have a new setup. And I did announce some really cool news this morning in the session about my top secret jazz piano channel. So that was a lot of fun. But anyway, so what we're doing is I want to get you guys playing in all keys. And one of the ways we do this is by playing with some serious shortcuts here. So a C7 chord, 1, 3, 5, flat 7 of the major scale. If you go up and you play an F sharp against that B flat, you're going to hold the top note, and here's what you have. We're also practicing really slowly. So this is a C7, but I'm looking at the C7. I'm going up with my index finger to F sharp. And I'm thinking of a triplet rhythm, 1 and then. And notice that I hold the B flat over that, 1 and then. This is step 1. And now I'm going to the 4 chord of C, which is an F chord in second inversion. And then I go C minor and to the major third. And that's the whole lick. So we have this. Thinking 1 and then 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then. All right, now what we're going to do is take this up a half step. So how am I going to get to this? I'm going to make sure I do a D flat 7 chord. We're going to go up a half step. And what did we do? We went to the sharp 4 of the scale against the flat 7 that was already in the chord. So I hammer on from the G, I hammer on up to the A flat, 1 and then. So visualizing the D flat, go up to the A flat and down to the root, 1 and then. Now I'm going to go to the 4 chord of C sharp, which is F sharp. Or you think of in D flat, you go to G flat, and that's a triad in second inversion. So let me do that again. And now it's just C sharp minor to C sharp major. And the fingering I'm using there is 2, 3, 1. All right, now we're on C sharp. Let's go back to C. Visualize the C7 chord. Now let's go down a half step. Let's go to B. So I have to first get the B7 chord, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, flat 7 of the B major scale, and then I'm going to go up to the sharp 4 and do this trick again, 1 and then I go to the 4 chord of B, which is E in second inversion, and then on B minor to B major. Again, slowly, get my B7. Just use an octave in the bass. This is the way you get this, guys, is by practicing in all keys, by really breaking it down. Let's go back to C. This is a bluesy kind of an Oscar Peterson type lick that you could use in blues or jazz. Go back up to D flat. If you can do that, D flat 7. All right, let's go up to D. We have D7, and notice that my index finger is going to go right below my middle finger. That's the sharp 4. There's my first part of the lick. 1 and then, and notice I'm holding the top note, 1 and then, and now I'm going to do a G chord in second inversion. And then D minor to D major. Go back to D flat. Let's go back to C. Go down to B. Now let's go ahead and go down. Let's go to B flat. 1, 3, 5, flat 7 of B flat major scale. And now remember, my index finger is going to go a half step below my middle finger. That's the sharp 4 of the scale. And I'll mess around with that, thinking 1 and then, holding that top note. And then my third and fifth finger go on the E flat triad in second inversion. And then it's B flat minor to B flat major. Do that again. Let's go back to B. Back to B flat, get my B flat 7. Alright, now we're going to go down to A major, and I have 1, 3, 5, flat 7 of A major. My index finger is going to go up a half step below my middle finger. 1 and then, and now I'm going to go to the 4 chord, the fourth note of the A major scale is a D in the second inversion. And then it's A minor to A major. Let's do that again. Go back to B flat major. A7, let's do that again. Let's go down to A flat. And I'll do 1, 3, 5, flat 7. So A flat 7, and go up. Remember that my index finger goes up here to the D note. Now I have to get to the fourth note of A flat, which is D flat in second inversion. So we have, and then it's A flat minor to A flat major. Again. Go back to A major. B flat, back down to A major, so A7, A flat 7. Now I'm going to go down to G, 1, 3, 5, flat 7. And notice what I'm doing here. I have 1, 3, 5, flat 7, and I'm going to go index finger up to half step below my middle finger. It's a sharp 4 to the 4 chord of the G scale, C in second inversion, and then it's G minor to G major. There will be a printout of this in all keys. Down to G. Let's go down to F sharp. So I'm thinking F sharp 7. Index finger goes up. I go to the 4 chord in F sharp, which is B, in second inversion. And then it's just F sharp minor to F sharp major, and end on the root. Let's do that again. 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then. All right, let's go down to F. Go to the sharp 4. 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 1. Let's go down to E. We'll do E7. Go up with my index finger, up a whole step. And then we go to the 4 chord of E, which is A in second inversion. Again, E7. And I go E major, E minor to E major. Get that E7. Back to F. Go back down to E major. Remember, I think E7. Go up a whole step with my index finger. A chord in second inversion, and then E minor to E major. Then E flat 7. To my E flat 7, 1, 3, 5 flat 7 of an E flat scale. Index finger goes up a whole step. 4 chord of E flat is A flat in second inversion. And E flat minor to E flat major. Go back up to E. Go back to F. Go to F sharp. G. A flat. We'll go to A down here. Get the A7, B flat, B major, C major, D flat, D major, E flat major, E major, all right, so we've done all the keys. I'm going to go ahead and break this down one more time, how I'm practicing this, so you guys can also learn how to practice this way. One thing you notice is that I'm trying to get a particular fingering and stay with it. That's one thing that's really important. The other thing is, you know, you might be a beginner and this might be kind of foreign to you, and that's okay. But what I want to teach you is to take it in simple steps depending on your level. So for instance, we need to know, of course, our C major scale, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the numbers that we use. And so I'm saying to build a C7 chord, you use 1 of the scale, 3 of the scale, 5 of the scale, and then we're going to use a flat 7. Well, why a flat 7? To make a C7 chord, what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 3, 5 and a flat 7 of the major scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you flat it by lowering it a half step. I have all kinds of videos and courses to break that down even more for you guys. But anyway, once you get these numbers down, then I'm going to say, all right, now I'm going to go up with my index finger up to this F sharp, which is the sharp 4 of the scale. So you're going to raise it by a half step, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to raise that by a half step. And what we're doing, C7, your index finger goes up to that F sharp, and I'm holding the top note. I'm thinking in terms of a triplet feel, 1 and then 1 and then 2 and then 3, 4 and then 1 and then. But you have to practice this really slowly, guys. So 1 and then I'm going to the 4 chord of this C scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 chord, especially if in a blues, is going to be your F. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm building an F chord, but I'm doing it in what's called the inversion, right? So you have a normal triad. That's a first inversion, and that is second inversion. Again, I can help you if you're an absolute beginner. Email me, Bob Taylor, or bob at iMusicAcademy.com, and I'll help you work through all that. But here we go. So we're going to go C7 chord. Index finger goes up to the sharp 4, which is F sharp. I'm holding the top note. 1 and then I'm going to this 4 chord away from C, which is an F chord, and I'm doing a second inversion. Do 3, 5, and now I just go C minor basically to C major. And I'm sliding from that E flat to the E. So it's like this. 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then. If you're a beginner, just work on C for a long time and try to get it going. 1 and then 2, 3 and then 4 and then the next step would be, if you're not able to do it in all 12 keys and work through that, then try to go to another chord in the C blues. You have C, and then the next chord would be an F chord. I'm going to do the same thing on F, but I need to know my F major scale. But for now, we'll just learn. I'm just gearing toward the people who probably already know your F major scale. But I'm thinking about F7 chord. I'm doing the same exact lick with the same exact fingering. I'm doing the sharp 4 from an F scale up to the 5th of the F scale. And then I go to the 4 chord of an F, which is B flat in second inversion. And I go F minor to F major. And I'll just spend time with that. This works in blues and in jazz. All right, the other chord that we're going to use is, we have the 1 chord of C, the 4 chord is F, and then we're going to go to G and do the same exact thing. So we have, normally a G scale has an F sharp in it, 1 sharp, an F sharp. We're going to flat that 7th, so we're going to lower it by a half step. So we have 1, 3, 5, flat 7 of a G major scale. All right, so what we're going to do now is, our trick is to go up a whole step, 2 notes up with our index finger, and we're going to hold the top note. So this is for G. And now we're going to come down and do the 4 chord from a G scale, which is C, in second inversion. And now we go G minor to G major. All right, if you guys are enjoying this content, please leave a like and say hello in the chat. Trying to do some transposition for you guys, and we've already done some Christmas tunes this morning. And once again, I'm getting this equipment going, and I really need your feedback, and you can let me know how I can continue to make this better. Also want to know what you guys are interested in learning and working on, because this is not about me, this is about you guys, and I love to teach. So we'll keep going with this transposition thing, and I'm showing you guys also how I like to practice. So there are all different kinds of ways to practice, and lots of people at different levels, but good practice habits are things like transposition, practicing slowly, and when we were doing chord tones on the downbeats this morning for Christmas tunes, that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of people on. That was a really cool stream. All right, here we go. Let's go back to this project. So we're going C7. I will do it over a simple blues. And I'm just playing roots in the left hand. All right, now the F chord. to C. Now G.